Parisian elegance in a small house, chic comfort inspired by Paris. Welcome back to the Interior Design channel. Today, we are transporting ourselves to the winding streets of the Marais and the sun-drenched boulevards of Saint-Germain, but we are doing it right here, within the modest footprint of a small home. There is a common misconception that you need sprawling square footage to achieve true luxury, but the French have taught us otherwise. Paris is famous for its tiny, attic-style studios that somehow feel like palaces of style. In this video, we are going to deconstruct exactly how to capture that elusive sais quoi, that effortless, chic comfort, and apply it to our own small living spaces to create a sanctuary of elegance. The journey begins with the walls, which act as the silent canvas for our masterpiece. In a Parisian interior, you will rarely find harsh, bright whites or dark, oppressive colors shrinking the room. Instead, we look for creamy, off-white shades, think of gray, ecru, or a soft alabaster that catches the light warmly. This specific palette is crucial for small spaces because it blurs the boundaries of the room, making corners disappear and ceilings feel higher. By keeping the background neutral and airy, we allow the architecture and the furniture to breathe, creating a sense of calm that is absolutely essential for living comfortably in a smaller footprint. One of the most defining characteristics of a classic French apartment is the architectural detail, specifically the intricate wall moldings and paneling. Even if your small apartment is a modern new build with plain drywall, you can easily inject this historic soul using DIY picture frame molding. Adding these vertical lines draws the eye upward, instantly making your ceilings feel taller than they actually are. It adds a layer of depth and sophistication that flat walls simply cannot compete with. This texture creates shadows and highlights throughout the day, giving the room a sense of history and grandeur that belies its actual size. If you look down in any chic Parisian flat, you are almost guaranteed to see wood flooring, often laid in a chevron or herringbone pattern. This zigzag design is not just decorative, it actually creates an optical illusion of movement and width, stretching the visual field of a narrow room. If replacing your floors isn't an option, you can achieve this look with high-quality vinyl sheets or large area rugs that mimic the texture of aged oak. The goal is to bring in that natural, organic warmth to ground the airy white walls, providing a rich, honey-toned contrast that feels lived in and historically significant. No Parisian-inspired interior is complete without the iconic, oversized gilded mirror, usually placed above a fireplace or leaning casually against a main wall. In a small house, a massive mirror is your best friend because it acts like a second window, bouncing natural light into the darkest corners and effectively doubling the visual space. Look for a vintage piece with an ornate gold frame to add a touch of antique drama. The contrast between the old-world gold and the modern surroundings creates that perfect eclectic mix, while the reflection breaks up the walls, preventing the room from feeling boxy or enclosed. The way the French dress their windows is a lesson in relaxed elegance, often utilizing floor-to-ceiling curtains that are slightly too long for the wall. This technique, known as puddling, where the fabric pulls slightly on the floor, adds a sense of height and romantic softness to the room. Stick to natural materials like heavy linen or velvet in neutral tones to maintain that airy feel. By hanging the curtain rod as high as possible, right up to the ceiling line, you draw the eye up, emphasizing the verticality of the room rather than its limited horizontal square footage. The secret to the chic part of Parisian chic is the refusal to buy a matching furniture set from a catalog. Instead, the aesthetic relies on a curated mix of eras, perhaps a mid-century modern armchair sitting next to a Louis XVI style commode. In a small space, choose furniture with legs rather than blocky pieces that sit directly on the floor. Being able to see the floor underneath a sofa or chair makes the room feel less cluttered. This eclectic approach makes the home feel like a collection of inherited treasures rather than a showroom, adding layers of personality and story to every square inch. When selecting a sofa for a compact living area, take a cue from Parisian salons and opt for low-profile furniture that doesn't obstruct the line of sight. A velvet sofa in a rich jewel tone like emerald green, navy, or burnt orange can serve as the stunning focal point of the room. The texture of velvet reflects light beautifully, adding a touch of luxury and comfort that invites you to sink in. Because the profile is low, it leaves the upper volume of the room open, maintaining that critical sense of airiness while providing a deeply comfortable spot to relax. The marble fireplace is the anchor of the Haussmann apartment, but many of us live in spaces where a working chimney is impossible. You can, however, install a vintage mantel surround or build a faux fireplace to serve as an architectural focal point. This structure gives the room a center of gravity and provides a perfect shelf for displaying art, candles, and that essential gilded mirror we talked about earlier. It stops the furniture from floating aimlessly in the room and creates a designated hearth that brings a cozy, traditional structure to even the most boxy, modern apartment. Parisians are known for their love of literature, and books are often used as a primary decor element, but rarely in perfectly organized rows. To get this look, try stacking books on the floor, on chairs, or on the mantelpiece in casual piles rather than stiff shelves. This curated chaos suggests a life of leisure and reading, adding an intellectual and relaxed vibe to the home. It brings color and texture into the room in a way that feels organic and personal. In a small house, vertical stacks of books can also act as makeshift side tables, blending function with form. In a small house, a formal dining room is often a luxury we cannot afford, so we look to the Parisian bistro for inspiration. A small, round bistro table, perhaps with a marble top and a cast iron base, tucked into a corner or near a window, creates an intimate dining spot that takes up minimal space. Pair it with classic thonet bentwood chairs or woven rattan chairs to capture that café culture vibe. The round shape is much easier to navigate around in tight quarters than a square table, and it creates a social, cozy atmosphere perfect for morning coffee or a romantic dinner. Even a tiny kitchenette can exude French elegance if you focus on the right materials and finishes. Swap out heavy upper cabinets for open shelving to keep the visual weight light and to display your prettiest glassware and ceramics. Incorporate marble or a convincing quartz lookalike for the countertops and backsplash to add brightness and a sense of cleanliness. Finish the look with unlacquered brass hardware that will patina over time. These elements turn a functional cooking space into a jewelry box of the home, proving that you don't need a massive island to have a kitchen that feels luxurious and inviting. The Parisian bedroom is a sanctuary of rest, characterized by an undone, effortless look rather than crisp, hotel-style perfection. The key here is high-quality washed linen bedding in muted tones like blush, sage, or flax. Linen has a natural, crinkled texture that looks better the more you use it, eliminating the need for ironing and embracing that perfectly imperfect aesthetic. Keep the rest of the room minimal, perhaps with just a simple bedside table and a sconce light, to ensure the small space remains a peaceful retreat dedicated entirely to sleep and relaxation, free from visual clutter. While the furniture may be low and the walls neutral, the lighting is where you can truly be bold and dramatic. A vintage crystal chandelier or a modern, sculptural pendant light acts as the earrings of the room, drawing the eye upward and adding a sparkling focal point. In a small room with high ceilings, a statement fixture emphasizes the vertical volume. Even if your ceilings are standard height, a semi-flush mount with brass or glass details can add that necessary touch of glamour. Lighting is the jewelry of the home, and in Paris, it is never an afterthought. It is the finishing touch that pulls the entire look together. Ultimately, bringing Parisian elegance into a small house is about more than just buying the right furniture. It is about adopting a mindset, the French art de vivre or art of living. It is about prioritizing quality over quantity, embracing the beauty of aging materials, and creating a space that feels deeply personal and welcoming. By using light colors, mixing eras, and paying attention to architectural details, you can transform even the tiniest apartment into a chic, comfortable haven. Thank you for joining me on this design journey today. Don't forget to subscribe for more interior inspiration, and I will see you in the next video.